What up, guys? It's Doug. I'm gonna go really fast. Somebody asked me about the military. I decided instead of just talking about the military, they asked me what did I do, right? Because I always said like I was in the military, I was in the Marine Corps, I did this, I did that. I never really said like what I really did. Actually, I haven't numerous times, but then I also say like, oh, I'm a war hero and stuff like that. Everybody who served in time of war is a war hero, dude. Uh, if you serve in the military, you're just a hero because you didn't serve during the time of war. If you did serve during the time of war, then you're a war hero according to everybody. Like anybody can call themselves that. You can call yourself anything you want. It doesn't make a difference, right? But a lot of people do think of people who did serve during war as a war hero. And honestly, that's the truth. That's the way I feel. If you didn't do it, so go fuck yourself. So, anyways, here's the whole fucking point. I'm gonna go really fast, right? Into two parts, hopefully like about 8 minutes each, because it tends to get really boring. I tend to just go off into something else. But I was born in 98. 98. I was born in 81. I meant 1981. I don't know my parents. I don't know who they are. I don't really care at this point to know. I haven't cared for the past couple of years to know because I just found out like a few years back that I was adopted. I don't care to find out who they are. I don't really care, right? Like at this point, it's like moving forward, and that's what you should do, right? Just move forward. Do what you have to do on a daily basis to just get better every single day, stuff like that, shit like that, right? Hoorah, whatever, fuck you. But I didn't know my parents. I did the same shit that you guys did. I went through middle school, junior high, high school. But then, unlike you guys, like the majority of you guys went to college, right? You got some sort of degree, or you just started working or some shit like that, and just like worked your way up, and that's fine. I mean, I don't really care what you did. If you're happy with it, go ahead. If I'm not happy with what I was doing or what I am doing, so that's why I'm going back to school. It's never too late. I already said before, I'm 35 years old. There's people older than me that are in school in my classes. I have like one guy that's like 50 something. He's like 59 or some shit. He's retired. He got bored, so now he wants to do what I want to do, right? So that's the whole point. Is like it's never too late to go back to school. I didn't go. I went to the military mostly because I wanted to get out of the house. That was the quickest way to get out of the house, and the reason why was because of my stepdad. Right? If I did go to school, I'd still be the same situation. I'd still be living in the house, and just commuting to school, going back and forth. Right? And nothing really would have changed. I kind of just wanted to go out there and do something and like explore. Do something more than just like staying home in the valley and finding somebody, getting married, having kids, getting a job. I didn't want to do that shit. I want to go out and have fun first, right? And I did, and I had a lot of fun. And the military is a lot of fun if you're a guy, and mostly if you're a guy, but if you're also like energetic and shit like that, like outgoing and stuff like that. If you just want to stay in the barracks, cooped up in the barracks all day long, or in your apartment or whatever, then go ahead. But if you want to try different things, I tried a lot of stupid things. I don't mean like I didn't go out there and fucking like bang everybody I could and shit like that. That's not what I mean. What I mean about having fun is like trying different things. Like I tried boxing for a while, right? Because all my friends started doing it. By my friends, I mean my coworkers, right? But they tend to be your best friends, right? And I did have like a couple really good friends, but they tried boxing, so they're like, "Hey, you're Mexican, you should be good at it." It's like I'm not saying like, "Hey, you're white, you should be a good cowboy" or anything like that, right? So I tried it anyways. I got knocked out almost right away, but I kept trying. And this was not professional boxing. This was just us doing it for fun, just a group of us. And then after like the fourth time or something like that, I just gave up because I was like, "Fuck this." It's like, fuck that, man. These guys are like way bigger than me, and it's like they actually lift weights and shit. And I never have lifted weights or anything like that. I was always just like pure endurance, like stamina, like cross country and stuff like that, running. But it was fun. What I actually did was I was pretty much an electrician on helicopters. So I started off with CH-46, which is for the Marine Corps. It's a double rotor, right? But that's going away pretty. I don't know about pretty soon, but it's gonna go away eventually because they got the V-22 Osprey. Osprey. It's the same thing, double rotor, but it tilts, right? So it starts off as a helicopter, then tilts into an airplane. So that's gonna replace it at some point. I don't know. I don't think they still have, but I mean, it's taken a long time for that V-22 to actually come into like operation and shit. So anyway, so what happened is I was there for a while. Then I went to the dark side, that's what they call it, to go work on the presidential helicopters, because it was the presidential helicopter squadron, HMX-1. I can't really say like a whole lot about it, but I can say that I did work there. It's in Virginia. Everybody should know that. It's in Quantico, Virginia, right? So what happened was I got cleared because I'd never been in trouble before in my life. So my security clearance went through. So I went over, and over there, I know you've probably seen them on TV before. We call them white tops. The green bottom with the white tops is United States of America, presidential helicopter, whatever squadron. And there's two of them. The big one's an H3. It's really fucking old, but we still use it just because it's really big and like roomy inside. And presidents prefer that one because it's big, right? And you can carry more people, shit like that. It's more comfortable. So then they all have, and they all have. We had like 60 helicopters, like half and half of those, and then like the H60s, the Blackhawks, right? That's what it is. But they're all converted into like somewhat luxurious inside. Like they're carpeted and shit like that. They have like nice seats and stuff like that. And I mean, it's just for transport, right? But I used to work on those. So I mean, working on any helicopter, it's pretty much, the helicopters pretty much all have the same everything, right? The same systems. It's just where they're located, and some are a little bit different, stuff like that. But I did work on that for a couple years. It was fun. I got to travel a lot. That's what I really want to do, was travel, and I traveled a lot, like a lot. Like you name any big city that's worth going to, and I've probably been there, right? Except for Seattle. I always wanted to go to Seattle. I never got a chance to go. Just ran out of time, right? And you don't get to pick and choose where you want to go. You can towards the end when you're like senior to a lot of these young guys, but when you're the new guy, you don't get to pick where you go, right? They just send you wherever. But like I did get to go to Miami, and because somebody wrote their name on, oh, I'm gonna go to Miami, and I was like, no, you're not, bitch. I'm going to Miami. So I went to Miami because I outranked them, but unfortunately, bad luck. It was like a 4-day, 5-day trip, so we were gonna have like 3 days off, maybe 2-3 days where we could just go out into Miami and do whatever we wanted. But it didn't work out that way because the helicopters kept breaking. We took two. One of them fucking broke right away, so we had to fix it. And then the other one went out and flew, and then when it came back, it broke, so we had to fix it. But we fixed the first one, so we had one, right? That's why we always take 2 or 3, just in case, right? So that was the whole point. Is it's always been, it was a lot of fun, right? But it's, the only bad part was like the actual military part, right? But we kind of just like blocked that out for the most part. Anyways, guys, that's part 1. Part 2 is more about the military and then like life afterwards. Peace.